Hello, welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today it is Frigga's Day or Freya's Day. And it's the 18th day of the month of Julius, and the moon is just past its last quarter. It's waning, so it's waning. It's still, I don't know if we'd call this a waning crescent yet. I don't think so. It's just slightly past half. Anyway, so let's see what message wants to come through today. I have the Elder Futhark on Birch. Let's see what we get today. Oh, that's interesting. That's actually, this is the same rune that I got for the rune to sing into the world today. So interesting. Definitely the world needs protection and support, and to support each other. And for all of that, we're going to lay down the entire reading today as usual, and then we're going to read it. Today I'm hearing a lot of cicadas. We just came out of a heat wave, as I know I've mentioned for the past few days that we've been having a heat wave. Today's the first day where we're pretty much free of it. It's really nice, but the cicadas are just really loud today, which is fine because I love them. And several years ago, there was a funny moment at the gardens. I was actually leaving the gardens, and a big cicada just came and landed on my arm and would not leave. And it was like, okay, well, I guess this is my life now. I have a cicada. But I even got pictures of it. And then I just said, all right, I'm going home. And I started walking in, and partway through the parking lot, it decided to fly off, but it was amazing. So cicadas. So anyway, lots of cicadas today. Let's see what message wanted to come through today. Okay, it's all down. Your central issue today, for whoever this message is for, and for whenever you find this video. We have algaes, which is the rune of the elk or the moose, and this has to do with protection and support. And so today we are either very much feeling ourselves in a situation where we are supported around us, and this is inner support is always implied, but this is upright, so it's basically the sort of support around you. So this could be people, this could be systems, or a combination of all of that, or just anything around you that is supporting you. Leading up to this, we have Manas reversed, which is the rune of humanity and your part in it. So reversed on the path line, it does seem to indicate that you've either had a disappointment and turned away from the din of humanity, or else you are just basically turning away for a bit from, the din, and what people are saying is like, you ought to do this, you ought to do that. I do sort of feel a sense of disappointment with humanity, which is why you're turning away to a certain extent. I don't get that they turned away from you, except in the actions that have disappointed you, and that was sort of for you, them turning away. But anyway, you're probably seeking. I don't think I said the second part of the algaes part, which was either you are feeling the support, or you are seeking the support, or seeking to feel the support around you. And if you were disappointed by humanity, which caused you to sort of turn away from them, then you're in this situation now where you're seeking support. You're seeking, the support around you that you wished you had, because apparently this has been a disappointment in this particular case. What is helping? We have Isa, which is the rune of ice, and we have Kaunas, which is the rune of the torch or the fire. So starting with Isa, give yourself time to be still. Just take some time to be still. Be still. Like it's the stillness, and it's the clarity. It's the stillness through which clarity comes. So be still, give yourself some time. You're going to feel like you want to contract anyway. You're going to want to contract anyway, in terms of you just don't want to have any part of what has disappointed you. So, but that's going to lead automatically to just having some time being still, and just sort of allowing the clarity of the situation to come through. And that's one of the reasons you're seeking the support, is like just to have that, but it's part of all part of that. What is going to come through is, once you're still, then that will open out to you. the clarity will open out. We have Kaunos is the torch or the fire. It's something that starts small like an ember and goes into a blaze, and it's an expansion, and it's an opening out. So when you are still, you're sort of shining your little torchlight in a way that you're sort of like, okay, let's let what needs to come through. And then it will. So I think you're going to need to do this first, but what's going to help, these are going to help each other. This is what helps this, and this is what helps this. So open out, make sure that you're opening out and opening out your focus on what you need to see that is going to help you with finding and connecting with support. And then to allow that through, you're going to give yourself some time to be still so that the clarity can come through. Because it's there, like your support is there, you're surrounded by it, and you may not be aware of it because you were focusing on, the din, and the din was disappointing, but now you're basically connecting with whatever it is that is supporting you around you. You need to seek that, and it is there, but you're going to need to be still and enjoy and open out to it and allow your focus to expand, to perhaps see things that you weren't looking for before. What isn't going to help is we have Tivaz reversed and we have Pertho. So Tivaz is Tyr's rune. Tyr is the warrior god. He has to do with taking care of duties and responsibilities and taking care of what needs to be taken care of. Reversed, I'm going to read it a couple ways. You may be worried about taking care of things yourself, because maybe there's an inherent sense that the people around you should have been doing their part in this, which, okay, yeah, but anything that you can do, it's probably a good idea to do. So that's sort of, you don't hold off on taking care of the duties and responsibilities that you have to yourself because you feel by all rights this should be done by somebody else. If you need it done, do it. Just take care of it. That's what's gonna help you. But it's also a sense of being disarmed by what has happened. So this disappointment that has happened, you basically has made you drop your sword. Basically, you feel very disarmed by this, and you feel like giving up, kind of thing. And so that's not going to help you, obviously. And why you feel like you want to give up is that some of this was sort of a surprise, and it was a surprise in that you didn't realize it before. You weren't thinking about it, but once you noticed it, you realized it was always the case. So the people who have disappointed you were always, first of all, they were always going to disappoint you, and they always had it in them to do that, and they were always like that. So humanity was always like that. That was always in there for them to do. It's just, you had a lot more faith in them than perhaps was justified. So we have Pertho, which is the rune of the lot box. This is surprises and fate. The surprises in the lot box are already in the lot box, and when you open them, you're seeing something that was always there, even if it's a surprise to you. So these are the things that are not going to help you, and they both stem, of course, from this disappointment with humanity, the expectations. So you feel like giving up, and you feel like giving up because this realization that you've had, it's a major paradigm shift for you, in that you recognize this now, and it's a surprise. It was a surprise to you, but it was like, I see that this surprised me, but I shouldn't have been surprised because this was always a part of things, and probably the signs were already there. The other thing about that is that you're worried about more like that. Like, even if you move past this moment of disappointment, you're worried about what else could there be, and this is what's sort of leading you to feel tempted to give up and just sort of lay your sword down and go, that's it, I'm done. But obviously that's not going to help you. So bring yourself back up to where you're going to give yourself some stillness and some time to take this in and to integrate it and to sit with it and be with the grief of that. The grief isn't necessarily, well, this is the grief right here. But just to be with that and start to see how you are supported in ways that don't involve those who disappointed you. And open out to that, basically. Like, you are willing to be open for this, because support and protection is something that you not only wish for, but need. And not only need, but wish for. And it's something that you really, really want to connect with. So it's not going to be a hard thing. It's going to be less hard than you think it will be to open up and to expand your field of vision and to focus on okay, let's be still so that we can get some clarity on this, because I'm sure the support is there. And it is. What your next step on the path line is, and what wraps up this reading, the outcome rune is Ivaz, which is the rune of patience, slow growth, slow development, taking things step by step, perhaps moving between worlds and integrating between those. And that's what you're basically going to be doing. Once you've had this moment where you have consciously chosen not to give up, in spite of your worry that you're just going to get more nasty surprises as you move forward, because you're going to be giving yourself stillness, and you're going to be opening up to take in and recognize where your support lies and where your protection lies. And what this is going to lead you to is, okay, let's do this step by step. Let's take the next right step, and let's just keep moving forward. And if we have to move forward carefully, and if we have to move forward patiently with ourselves and with others, so be it. But we're just going to keep taking those steps because we have to. We have to keep moving forward. We can't get stuck in this moment. The more you do, and the more you're focusing on, allowing yourself the stillness to connect with, what support you do have access to and what protection you do have access to. That's what it's going to be about. I mean, you're going to keep moving forward also because you have to live. So, but also just, okay, we're going to be careful moving forward now, and we're going to be sure of this. So that is the message that wanted to come through today. I wish you all the best with this, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye.